I met so many teens that were looking for jobs that would come to me, that would ask me for a job, that would even be professionally prepared with a resume, and I had no job to offer them. So certainly, since I started working here in the last 3 years, youth jobs has been an issue.
While the fight for youth jobs seems to finally be getting some attention, many youth workers criticize the annual protests and budget hearings that seem to accompany the end of the school year and the beginning of summer jobs.
It's pretty simple. More youth jobs, better community. Youth jobs help teens grow as leaders. Like in my program, youth jobs help public safety by giving teens positive things to do.
Having a summer job, it teaches me a lot of skills like responsibility and like how to manage my money. And sometimes I help my mom with bills.
And then for the rest of us, the more that young people work today, the more they're going to end up paying in taxes. So the rest of us benefit from less crime, less delinquency, and we got higher tax revenues.
Despite these benefits, the fight for government funding for youth jobs is ongoing. This year, Massachusetts Senator Scott Brown became a target for protests after voting against such funding multiple times.
He did not vote to restore the funding. So he voted no on a bill that would have led to, I've heard, 7,000 jobs for teens this summer.
Should have just made it automatic, a billion every year, that you don't have to go back and beg every year. So we're going to put those kids to work. And we could easily put, by the way, I guarantee we could put 2 million kids to work this summer.
I question, why do those cuts have to always be for youth programs, right? And every year it seems like they are aimed at youth programs. Youth jobs got cut in half, right? I don't think other things got cut in half. And the annoying thing is that from the perspective of a youth worker and somebody that cares about youth jobs, it's like every year is different. It's like, how many jobs can I offer this year? I don't know. How many jobs can I offer next year? I don't know. So there's like no stability.
Having that stability would give more young people opportunities to turn their lives around, like 17-year-old Ivor Brown, a youth jobs activist whose murder brought unprecedented media coverage of the fight for youth jobs.
It shouldn't have to be that someone dies to be recognized, or that someone dies for youth jobs to be put on like the front page of newspapers. It should be, young people should be recognized while they're here for the positive things they're doing. So he got a ton more press after he died than he ever got while he was living.
This year, youth and youth workers rallied at city and town halls, the State House, and visited with elected officials.
They all said the same thing. They said, unless we hear from you, we don't know what the demand is. So anyone that's watching this, make the demand heard.
Keep talking to state representatives and going to the State House and City Hall and telling them why youth jobs are important to us, and telling our stories, having rallies, having meetings, and all that stuff.
Either whether it's out of their values or out of their guilt or out of their fear of being voted out, to have them make this a top priority for them, and not just a top priority in words, because some people have offered that to us, but a top priority in what they spend their time and their energy and their political capital on.